Hello, this is David, and welcome to Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. This game has been a long time coming, but I talked about this a bit in my my episode 0, so let's just go ahead and get started. Grand Cell Castle takes place right after first chapter left off, like the next day. So bright. As far as dialogue is concerned, I'm going to say all the dialogue that's important. If townsfolk and NPCs that's kind of not important, I'm not going to say anything about it. That felt good. I haven't slept like that since... What? Oh, right. We stayed in the castle last night. Joshua and I were out enjoying the celebrations, then we had some ice cream on the way home. Then we all went to the dinner party. Then... No. This is Joshua's room. But I was staying in the same room as Shara. Was that all a dream? What? Joshua! Good morning, sleepyhead. Take your sweet time waking up. Shara, really, warn me next time you aren't going to come back for the evening. I was getting a bit worried. Although it looks to me like you and Joshua managed to talk about quite a bit. Shara, where's Joshua? What? I'm looking for Joshua. Shara, have you seen him? This is important. I haven't seen him yet this morning, no, but weren't you tired yesterday and staying over in his room? He wasn't there when you woke up? What? What? Who'd you hear that from? From Cassius. But why does that... From Dad? Oh, where's Dad then? Well, last I saw, he was heading up towards the garden terrace, but now... The garden terrace! Okay, thanks, bye! Wait, Estelle, wait! What on earth has gotten into her? Oh, good. The lovers. Reversed. Yeah, Shara's a bit of a fortune teller. She takes tarot reading, quite seriously. So we need to go find Cassius, who is Estelle's father, and he's just right over here. Ah! Estelle. Dad. We have a problem. I know. Joshua is gone. What? How do you know about that? After getting back from the meeting last night, I found you asleep in one of our beds. He left a note on the nightstand as well. Between the two, I have a fairly good idea of what must have happened. Then, what the heck are you just standing around here for? We need to find Joshua fast! Stop, Estelle. What? If he's truly gone to ground, even I have little hope of actually finding him. His skills are almost superhuman. When we fought 5 years ago, I was nearly killed by an 11-year-old. Okay. I only asked this once before a long time ago, but who is Joshua exactly? Why'd you bring him into our home? It's the Society of Ouroboros. Your answer begins there, with an organization few even know exists. They are an organization that seeks to manipulate the world from the shadows, led by a leader called the Grand Master. Joshua was in their employ as an assassin when I first met him. I brought him home because it was his only chance to live free of them. Ouroboros. Even the Bracer Guild knows very little about them, and only top bracers even learn of their existence. Given that the response of the public to the idea of Ouroboros' existence would be either panic or skepticism, we don't acknowledge them publicly. But they exist, there's no question of that, and they've had plans in motion for years. The recent coup is just one example of their machinations. Wait, you mean Lieutenant Lawrence? He was... Yes. We have absolutely no doubt he was another senior agent from the Society. Of course, we doubt he was acting as a lone wolf. He must have had support to accomplish what he did. Support like Joshua, for example. Wait, what? What the heck do you mean? He stated as much in his note. Over the past 5 years, Joshua has been passing along guild secrets to Ouroboros. He claims that he was under the influence of some sort of mental control and didn't even realize what he was doing himself. No, he wouldn't. Ouroboros' cunning is matched only by their malevolence. Stay away from them, Estelle. They're far too dangerous. Okay, I don't quite get all this, but I just want to make sure that I'm hearing this right. You're saying that we should abandon Joshua. Well, Dad, answer the question. I always knew that this day would come. Even 5 years ago when I took him in, I knew that we would someday reach this moment. He swore something to me. That first day he actually accepted that he could be part of our home. What did he... The moment that he became a burden or a threat to us, the moment the society contacted him or persuaded him in any fashion, he would disappear from our lives, like a shadow dispelled by the sun, he told me once. What? What's that supposed to... Estelle, I understand how you feel. He was part of our family. It isn't easy to just say goodbye so suddenly, but there are some lines which a man can never bring himself to cross, ever. So, please, try to understand what Josh... You knew. You knew that Joshua might leave us someday, and you never said anything to me or did anything about it. You knew, and you didn't... I'm sorry. I hate you! Poor Estelle. Cassius. Shara. I'm sorry that you had to see that. No, it's... Why do I get the feeling you're biting back a lecture? I stumbled into your life from a disaster of my own. You saved me, just as you did Joshua. I understand what both you and Joshua must be thinking. Indeed. If I may make a single comment, though, from a woman's perspective, of course. At this point, you and Joshua are, essentially, the two most wretchedly miserable sons of dogs I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. Damn, Shara. You don't hold back. Just no way. Joshua wouldn't run away. Hey, you okay doing out here without an umbrella? You'll get soaked if you remain out in this mess. You should head on home. Home? Yeah. Hey, you're right. I should head home. Joshua must have headed home. I went right back home. I'll head home right away. What was that all about? Yeah. It certainly is the girl who stopped the coup. I don't know, that scene reminds me of the scene in Gone with the Wind, whenever Scarlett's like, Tara! Yes, I'll go home to Tara. Maybe it's probably just me. My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you was the happiest, the most painful I've ever known. Just the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. If you stayed with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes, I think it would have been better if we'd never met. That was a letter from Joshua in the previous game. I hurt Joshua. He wishes he'd never met me. He said that. Oh, no. Huh? Come on now, look at this clear blue sky. I love how his name is Insensitive Jerk. I love it. From the gentle kiss of the wind on your cheek. A lovely girl like you ain't allowed to be sad on a gorgeous day like this. It saddens Idios too, you know? Hey, wait a sec. I'm not dangerous. Well, maybe I come across as a... Anyway, you just caught my eye the moment you came aboard, you see. You seemed a little broken up over something, so I thought to myself, hey, I'll put a smile on her face with my overpowering charm. I don't quite get what you mean, but thanks, I guess. To be honest, this is what we usually call, putting the moves on. So how about it? Want to head down to the lower observation deck? You can get drinks down there, too. I'll be happy to treat a new friend. What do you say? Well, I appreciate the offer, but I'm not really in the mood. I'm sorry, can you just... I think I see how it is. Alright then. Time to knock it off for the come-ons and put on the work face, eh? After all, it's my job to guard lost lambs like you. Your job? Ha! Darn right, look at this! The previously insensitive jerk held forth a medallion with a chalice engraved in the center. That's Isn't that the seal of the Septian Church? Bingo! This is the Grail Emblem. Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Kevin Graham. Looks and moves aside, I really am a priest of the Septian Church. Wow. Wait, for real? Is this another joke? Why do you have doubt me still? I'm a serious, devoted priest, you know. I never missed the trinary prayers, and I always have my testaments right, his right hand. I'm sure he uses his right hand a lot, actually. You really are kind of a weirdo, Father. Laughter, victory's mine, that's more like it. Cute girls like you deserve to smile. Anyway, if you want, I'll give you an ear in my official priestly capacity. No pickup lines, I promise. Adios, smite me dead otherwise. Well, okay, but where do I even... If you're wondering, he is a wandering priest, and Eidos is the god of this world. Oh, poor Estelle. Steady there, child. You've been keeping this bottled up for ages, haven't you? My shoulder is yours. Come on, cry it out. I'm here. This, I think, is the first time I've actually seen a guy with green hair in anime. Not that I watch a lot of anime, but yeah, my previous encounter with green hair has pretty much been Rydia. That's about it. Kevin, right? I'm sorry. That was pathetic of me. Hey, no biggie, seriously. My shoulders always got room for a girl to cry on. So, how about it? Feel a bit better now? Yeah, a little. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm a member of the Bracer Guild. Estelle, eh? Dang, even your name is cute. Hang on, you said the Bracer Guild? Yeah, I'm a newly minted senior bracer. Might be hard to believe after seeing you break down like that, though. No, not at all. Now that you mention it, you do kind of look loaded for bear. You a martial artist of some kind? I guess you can call me that. Focus on staff combat. Though you said you're a priest, Kevin, I do appreciate the shoulder, but I gotta admit, you don't look much like a priest I know, or would trust, usually. Through the chest, madam. Well, I admit that a wandering priest with sheep of a different color. Wandering what now? Well, okay. You know, there's villages and farms and whatnot without churches, right? My order heads to such places at set times each year and offers church services and teaches Sunday school. Think of it as a home delivery churching, or something like that. Huh. I never knew there were priests like that, but it does make a lot of sense. And unlike church-bound priests, there's a lot of us who are more carefree about dress code. The church just kinda lets us do our thing, so... Well, fair enough, I guess. So, Kevin, I guess you're off to some village somewhere. Well, not immediately. I actually only just arrived in Liberal Light today. The High Seat dispatched me here since, apparently, there's not enough wandering priests around right now. Oh, okay. The High Seat. They mentioned that in Sunday school, but I don't remember where. It's in the holy city of Arteria, in the middle of the continent. Anyway, I figured I'd do a bit of sightseeing before I went and reported my assignment to the Bishop of Gransell Cathedral. Well, here I am. That seems a bit irresponsible to me. You really are kind of a half-baked priest, aren't you? Hey, it's cool. I'm checking out the places I'll be wandering to in advance. Besides, I gotta meet a troubled and lovely young woman. This is surely a blessing from Eidos. Praise be to her name. Yeah, smooth recovery there. But really, thank you either way. Letting it all out helped to clear my head a bit, I think. Seriously, I'm being a ninny. I should trust Joshua. He won't do anything stupid. Oh, Joshua's my, brother, sort of, in a sense. He disappeared suddenly, which has been a bit of a shock. Disappeared, huh? You mean he ran away from home? No. He just went back home ahead to the rest of us. I mean, he's family. He wouldn't just run off on his own. Really, though, what was I thinking? Worst mistake ever telling him how I felt, especially at that moment. Next time I see him, I'll have to make up some kind of excuse about that. Hey, Estelle. Well, like I was saying, I'm basically a tourist without a plan or a clue right now, so how's about I land with you in Rolette and make sure you get home safely? Okay, so we're headed back home to try to find Joshua. Rolette is her hometown. She doesn't live in the city proper, she kind of lives on the outskirts of Rolette. But for the rest of this episode, we're pretty much just going to explore the town. There's not a lot more storyline, like essential storyline to happen whenever we're exploring the town. It's just, you know, background from NPCs, and it really does fill in the story quite nicely. But if you want to skip the rest of the episode, you're not going to be skipping anything of major importance. Gotta admit, though, it feels a bit like a backwater farming village with an airship dropped on it. Well, excuse the heck out of us for living in the boonies. At least we're big enough to have our own church. Mr. Totally pretending to be a holy man. Oh, I'd better go pay my respects over there once we're done. So, Estelle, which one of these fine boonie shacks is yours? Settling the boonie shacks bit aside, you really don't need to escort me home, you know. It's just outside town, and crying fits aside, I really am a bracer. I can take care of myself. Don't worry about it. It's a duty of us real manly men to make sure a lady gets home safely. Besides, I'm looking forward to meeting this boyfriend of yours. But boyfriend isn't the term I think I use. Maybe, but fair enough, I guess. I'll fix some tea or something when we get there. And I get a free tea out of the deal. Victory again! Well, lead the way. Okay, so let's just talk to some people, and again, if they don't say anything of importance, I'm not gonna say their dialogue, but I'll talk to as many people as I can. This guy's actually kind of fun. If you talk to him multiple times, he says different things, and right here, he's rating women. I guess she is lacking a certain feminine charm. Justification for the beatings. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so we can go over here, we can talk to one more guy over here. He doesn't say anything too important, but, yeah. I'll talk to him anyway. This is one of those games where, there aren't, like, hidden treasure chests around. If you examine pots or bookshelves or things like that, you're not really going to get anything from it, so you don't have to worry about that. If you go out this door, let me show you. If you hit the L2 button, you get a big map of the town, I guess, and you can't go out the wrong way. So if you want to head straight home, you can just head at the south exit. I'm not going to. I'm going to go exploring. Why not? So you can go inside the clock tower, talk to this guy, and yeah, he doesn't really have anything of importance to say, but let's get on out of here, and we can talk to these kids here. Whoa, Estelle's back. Hey, Luke, you sound like you're doing okay. Ha! Meeting me here shall be your end. Now I shall show you the results of my days of training. Estelle Bright, it's time for the reckoning. Time for the what? Our duel. Just gonna tell you now, I'm the bestest fighter in all of Verlent now, so come on, let's duel. Yeah, we'll do that later. Huh? What the crap? What kind of bracer backs down from a totally awesome challenge like that? You okay, Estelle? You seem kinda... I don't know. Well, no, I'm the same as always. I just need to go do something. Yeah. So everybody here knows Estelle, and they're all just kind of like, oh yeah, you're back, how you been doing, you know? I haven't seen you in ages, that sort of thing. If you want to set the map, you can just hit the L1 or the R1 button, and it rotates the map 45 degrees. So that's kind of nice. These people, if you didn't play the first game, they give you some sort of backstory on Estelle and Joshua, so it is important somewhat to talk to them. I did play the first game, but it was so long ago. So you've returned to Verlent. Sadly, I'm afraid Mayor Klaus is in Grand Cell at the moment. The Mistress was also in Grand Cell, at least for now. The Mistress wanted to see you very badly, Estelle. It's a shame. Yeah, and if you talk to these people twice, sometimes they'll give you different dialogue. It's not anything of too much importance, but it's there, so, you know, you might as well. Let's go inside the church. What do you have to say? Why, Estelle, welcome home. And you are? Pleasure to meet you, Father. I'm Kevin Graham, Wandering Priest. Ah, did I hear that someone from the High Seat would be stationed in Grand Cell soon? Would that be you? Yep, guilty as charged. Now, it's kind of a long story as to why I'm out here. Father Kevin, yeah? Please, protect Estelle in every way that you can. Yeah, don't worry. Oh, that's nice of him. Do you have anything else to say? Okay, so yeah, he's just talking about Adios or died. Okay, just praying. Anything over here? No, just a balcony. Okay. So yeah, a lot of these houses, you don't see them much in modern RPGs, but a lot of these houses, they have balconies, they have back rooms, and they're not really used, but they're just kind of there. And it's really nice. It's just like a nice addition to that brings the world more to life. Estelle? What's wrong? I thought you were going to be in Grand Cell for a while. Huh. Well, Joshua came home early, so I was trying to catch up with him. He did. Sir, are you from the Septian Church? That's right. Kevin Graham's the name. I'm not sure what happened, but I've never seen Estelle this out of sorts. I know it's a lot to ask, but could I ask you to stay with her until she's calmed down a bit? Trust me, I'm on top of it. Thank you, Father. So, yeah, we can't check any of these little things. Yeah, no jobs are available. Whenever jobs are available, like optional quests, then we can check them. But from right now, we don't have that ability because we're still in the prologue. Okay, yeah. Oh, very nice. So, Estelle just assumes that Joshua came home early. She doesn't know that. She's just kind of hoping. She's hoping against hope that that's what happens. Hello, Estelle. I've missed you brightening up my shop. It's been a while, ain't it? You look well, Mr. Meldros. Of course I'm well. Not about to lose you kids just yet. But if you're looking for Freddy, he's off in Zeiss. Zeiss? What's he doing there? The Central Factory's giving some kind of training session on tactical ordnance, of all things. Tactical ordnance, huh? But, boy, I've been 10 kinds of busy lately. I don't care if the boy's learning to perform miracles. He needs to get back here. Yeah, I guess so. The people who have the really important dialogue, for the most part, are pretty much the store owners of anything. You can't buy anything right now, but it's nice that you can just talk to them. And they all have their own different names, they all have their own different personalities. It's really cool. Oh, sir, you know a lot. Hey, what can I say? Man's gotta love him some kicks. Yeah, he's wearing some orbments. Orbments are pretty much the magic system in this game. We'll get more into that later. So, whenever I played the first chapter, I played it on the PSP, and I'm playing this one on Steam, so I don't have any of the save data or anything like that from the first game to transfer over to this game, even though I did beat it on the PSP. So it really is a shame that that you're not able to transfer over your PSN data somehow into Steam. It does make it a bit more difficult, but it's not that big of a deal. When'd you get back? Just a moment ago, actually. I heard from Ina. You become a full bracer, right? Sounds like the trip of yours was worthwhile. Yeah, pretty much. From what I've heard, it sounds like Cassius has rejoined the Royal Army, too. The coup really surprised us all, but in the end, maybe it'll help the kingdom come closer together. I'm just glad it seems like we'll be able to entrust a bright future to our children. Hey, Estelle! Hey, Uni, you been okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Estelle, do you see Luke? He's been talking about you a lot. He has, huh? Luke was that guy that wanted to duel us out in the middle of the town. So she's just talking about, like, her little brother, I guess. Fremont's work's going very well. Okay. Well, that's nice to know. There's a great Servius tree in the heart of Mistwald. It said there was once a spirit who dwelt in it and loved pranks. Supposedly, it showed people illusions or confused their path with fog. But it's just a fairy tale. No one's seen the likes of that in ages. Yeah, we know the standard rule of JRPGs. If there's a fairy tale or a myth or a legend, it's absolutely true. So keep that in mind. Oh, you say you're Cassius's girl, the bracer who helped us before, right? Yes, hello. Thanks to you, our mining of a new vein's going just fine. After what happened, we closed up that hole the monsters came out of with some explosives. Well, glad to hear it ended well. Wasn't really any of the way. It was worth it, though. Old Malga's running just fine now. Yeah, that's stuff that happened in the first game if you didn't play that. Let's see. Okay, so, yeah, I talked about that. They were just talking about the Queen's celebration. There was in the first game, at the very end of it, there was the Queen's 50th birthday celebration, and then there was a coup during that we had to foil. We had to foil the plans, and we got promoted to a full-fledged bracer, so I think that's pretty much the town. Let's see, did I go in here, the bar? Yeah, after going to the bar, then we'll get out here. And, okay. You have nothing of importance to say. Welcome! Estelle? Hey, Alyssa, it's been a while, huh? It's been a while, come on! You haven't been back since you went to Bose. Well, a lot kinda happened. Anyway, sorry if I worried you. Oh, I heard all about it. You became a full bracer and stopped Al and Richard, huh? You're so cool. Yeah, meanwhile, I'm finally allowed full run of the kitchen. Whoa, really? That's great. Huh, come by, eat sometime. I'll treat you to my very super best. You bet your butt I will. Now with that out of the way, let's talk about the real topic. Huh? Well, don't play with me, Miss Bracer. You don't talk about the total stud behind you. What happened to Joshua? It's not like that. Father Grant was just worried about me being alone, so he came, Oh, so he's worried about you being alone, you say? Ha! It's not like that! I'm here to catch up with Joshua at home. Joshua! He went a little ahead of us. Oh, did he? Well, fine. is enough for one day. Fortunately, I'm still on the clock, so come by again. Make sure you bring Joshua too. I bet I'll hear a lot more interesting stuff if you do. I'm telling you, you have it all wrong. Yeah. Estelle, if you haven't figured out, he has, or she has, a major crush on Joshua. Even though they were kind of raised as brother and sister, he didn't move in with them until he was 11 years old, and then 5 years passed. So they're about 16 or 17 at this point, hitting puberty, and yeah, she loves Joshua. So let's head on. Let's see, we want to head down. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of interesting way to get out of here. But we are now on Elise Highway, and next time on Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter, we will head home to meet up with Joshua. Find out next time. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day.